Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Real Estate Walk and Talk. Today's question is, should you expect higher maintenance costs if you are buying a turnkey rental property that is on septic, that has a septic tank? Should you expect higher maintenance costs? And if you have questions like this, I answer them every Tuesday and Thursday on the Not Your Average Investor Show. I would love for you to join us. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday at 12:30 Eastern, and you can join us at jwbshow.com. So the question at hand, should you expect higher maintenance costs if you are buying a property for investment purposes that has a septic tank? And the answer is yes. But here's one thing that is a big driver of why most people don't invest in rental properties, or sometimes they buy one rental property and they throw their hands in the air and they don't like it. It's because of the unexpected costs that come along with the investment. And if you're on a septic tank, there can be unexpected costs. So what most people do is they put in no extra reserves for maintenance costs on a property that has a septic tank, but that's not the way to do it. So what happens is they don't put the extra reserves in there. They own this property, they have additional maintenance costs, it kills their cash flow, and then they feel like they're not being successful, when all they had to do was to work with a partner who knows exactly what those additional maintenance costs should be, who prepared them appropriately, put that on their expected return property evaluation, and then you built in that extra reserve. So when it happens, it falls right in line with your overall return on investment. So that's what we do at JWB. We are the only turnkey provider that has tracked every client portfolio since 2011. There's over 1,200 clients, over 2,000 properties purchased. And we've tracked every bit of income and every bit of expense. And we've been able to look at the data and see if there are additional costs for maintenance items because that property might be on septic versus city sewer. And that because that property might be new construction versus a renovation. And we're armed with this data. We give it all to our clients ahead of time before the purchase so you know exactly what to expect going in. And welcome everybody who's with me here on the Walk and Talk. We're talking about, should you expect additional maintenance costs when you're buying a property that has a septic tank? And the answer is yes. So here's what the data shows. The data shows that for a renovated home that's on a septic tank, you should expect 9% of your gross rents should be held back in expectation of that being a maintenance cost. So 9% of the gross rents if it's on a septic tank. It's only 6% if it is not on a septic tank, if it's a renovation on city sewer. So you can see there, 9 versus 6 is a healthy difference there. So does that mean that you shouldn't be buying properties that are on septic tanks? The answer is no. I love buying properties on septic tanks, but the difference is that I account for it going in. If I can put that extra reserve in there to account for those extra maintenance costs, and after doing that, my returns, my expected overall returns are between 9 to 11% just from the cash flows, then that's a winner, and that's a great investment. So if you're on a septic tank, you just have to buy it with a little bit better numbers to account for the additional costs. And if you can do that, you're setting yourself up for success, and it's great to add properties that are on septic tanks to your portfolio. I own dozens of them, specifically on septic tanks. So I'm a big believer in it. You just have to be prepared. And the only way you can be prepared and not just wing it and throw some crazy stat out there like most turnkey companies do is to actually have the data. We've been doing it since 2011. And it's really nice to know exactly where that maintenance cost is going to come in. So we are going to be reviewing my property of the week. We do it every Thursday at 12:30 on the show. And the property that I'm going to look at today is a renovation, is on a septic tank. And you're going to see how the numbers are a little bit better to account for that, to make sure that we still are between 9 to 11% returns. And just so you know, this is closer to an 11% return property. So definitely something you will want to check out here. We're going live at 12:30 Eastern here, and certainly invite you to be a part of it. Go to jwbshow.com, and I'll catch you on the Not Your Average Investor Show. Take care, everybody.